Hey guys, how you doing? Okay, so this is going to be a series of videos on how we do worship planning center, and this is October 2nd, 2025. There may be an updated videos as we go along, but so the first video we're going to be kind of looking at is essentially how to add songs to planning center. Okay, so we're going to add songs to planning center. And in this case, we have some songs that are not in Planning Center. So we're also going to be taking a look at how to add new songs. Okay, cool. So we're going to start here. And so we are in our October 5th plan. And so this is kind of what our Planning Center looks like. The first, most of this essential from download playlist all the way to sermon. This is really for ProPresenter. And then we just have one for worship. And it says songs pending, but essentially you're going to see how this starts to add up. So if you are loading songs in Planning Center, well, you need your set list. And so I have right here my handy dandy set list. Okay. And so we're going to be adding Glorious Day in the key of F, Firm Foundation in the key of B as in boy. And then we have Refiner, Available, Center, and All is for Your Glory. I will tell you that these last three are new. And so in the next video, we're going to take a look at how to add new songs. Okay, so perfect. So we're going to start adding Glorious Day. And so I'm going to go over here to the right-hand side. I'm going to click Add. And then as you see here, you have an I, an H, an S, and an M. And these are kind of shortcuts. So for example, if I were just to click S, then it allows me to add a new song. Okay. Sometimes it gets a little buggy and glitchy depending on your keyboard. So we can just come over here. These 6 dots also allow you to drag. And this is so that's also pretty handy. And no, I do not want that there. I took it off. Okay, so I'm going to go over here. I'm going to just click Add. And we're going to drag this all the way to Songs Pending. Okay, and it says, hey, what new song do you want? And so we know that we want Glorious Day. So I'm going to click Glorious, and here's Glorious Day. And if I just click on the song, it'll add the song. But what I can also do right here is I can go to keys, and I can click on this box with keys. Okay. And when we add new songs in the next video, you're going to see why it's so important to have always every key, even if you've never played in D flat, for example. It doesn't matter. So we're going to click on this, and it says, okay, perfect. What key now do you want? And because we've already loaded all the sheet music, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click F because that's the key that we want. Another really cool thing about this is that this tells you the BPM right here. And this right here tells you when was the last time we did the song. Okay, so that way you can kind of look at your frequency, etc. So we're going to click Glorious Day, key of F, and I'm going to click X. And so now the song gets loaded up right here. So now this is right now kind of how we're doing it. We are going to do the full song. Linda is going to lead it. And again, what was that BPM again? I don't remember. Well, so we have a few tabs here. Obviously here we have files. And here we're going to go to song. And so in song, we've already preloaded it to tell you the BPM. It's at 110. Let's say that the BPM was not on here. How can you figure it out? Well, we can go to files and we use song select, CCLI, to get all of our sheet music. So I'm just going to click a regular PDF. In the key of C, it doesn't really matter what it is. But on song select at the top here, it'll tell you also the tempo. Now, this is the tempo from the record. If you're doing it slower, if you're doing it faster, well, here you'll adjust it. And what I like to do is I like to put always the tempo. That way, whoever's running click can just look at the program or can look at their music stand or can look at their planning center in service. And they can say, if you're building tracks is a little bit different. If you're building tracks, you can we usually go with whatever the track is, which is always going to be the original unless we do our own original version. But it's always nice to have the structure of the song, whether it's a flow or a full song, who's leading it, and the BPMs. Okay, perfect. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to add another one. I'm going to add Firm Foundation. So I'm going to, again, go to Add. I'm going to go to S, and I'm going to drag it. And I'm going to start typing Firm. There it is. Okay. So just so you know, anything below 100, it gets doubled. Unless it's 6/8. It's 6/8, it's going to be a little bit different. But again, we're going to do this. What key are we doing this in? We're doing this in the key of B as in boy. And just see, it's not on there, but Sarah is going to be leading the song. So we're going to go to full song. I'm going to type in Sarah. And then just so you know, Firm Foundation is at 150. It's in 6/8. I can tell you it's times 2, which usually is the case. This isn't the best example because it's not, so not to worry about that, but it's 150. Okay, perfect. Let's see what else we can download. Oh, and everything else here is brand new. And we're going to have to add it from scratch, and that's fine. Okay. But this concludes the initial portion on how we add songs to the Planning Center theme. And this is video 1. All right, cool.